Hey YouTube, it's been a while since I've seen you. Sorry about that. I kinda had to get my life together, but I'm back and better than ever. So, you know what? Let's make some videos. So hi, if you couldn't guess from the title card, my name is Shamir, and this video is essentially that one weird group exercise where we sit in a circle and we pass the ball to each other and tell everyone about ourselves. So yeah, I'm 20 years old and I'm about to start my second year for computer engineering. I'm kind of an antisocial extrovert, which essentially means that I spend a lot of time alone building some really crazy things, which is essentially what I want to showcase on this channel. And like any good wannabe, I've pretty much been planning my channel for like 10 years. And in these past 10 years, I've tried to develop a unique skill set that I felt that I could present in my videos. Although, as I got closer and closer to the point where I could actually start making videos, I started to realize that it's actually a lot easier and more relaxing to just do projects than having to do the project and make a video about it at the same time. So I've essentially been creating this update video and then getting sidetracked by some other project or not feeling like it was good enough and having to repeat that process over and over again. So, Shamir, what makes this take any different? Well, viewer, that's because I have a time limit now. Because I have to go back to Pakistan in less than a month to visit my grandfather as his health seems to be failing him. So what that essentially means is about 20 days for me to go ahead and document all of the important projects that I've ever done. And when I finally see my family again, I want to make sure that I have something to show for my time here in Canada. I don't want any of my family members to think that I mindlessly wasted my time here. And I want you, the viewer, to follow me along. Because I know that the internet has taught me so much. And you know what, I think it'd be kind of cool if I could teach you guys a couple of things too. Although one thing that I am afraid about with this next video series is about how people might perceive me and how they might take my dedication that I'm trying to pursue these things with and they might mistake it for like cockiness or me trying to brag, which is something I never really understood because I don't think all that highly of myself. And when I think about the past 20 years and the parts of myself that I've been willing to share with others, I always find myself hiding the parts of me that I actually care about and instead pushing forward more superficial aspects of myself like sports or like studies in an attempt, I guess, to try and fit in with the interests of the normies. So I would want to say, like, explicitly, if you watch my videos, I don't want the takeaway to be, wow, look at Shamir, he's so cool. Like, I want you to watch my videos and go, if this idiot can manage to do all these cool things, you know what, so can I. Because when I look at the narrative of my life from my own lens, I don't see somebody who started with it all. I see myself crawling out of some really dark places to get to where I am now. And at least to me, like, my problems and my traumas are real, so I have a hard time talking about it with strangers on the internet. And I have a really hard time understanding about how some YouTubers manage to talk about dark things so casually. But if I could go ahead and set my goal on anything, it would just be to try and live my life in a way that's more positive than what I've seen around me. And I hope that's something that people can find respectable. Anyway, I've got a lot of crazy projects in the pipeline. So yeah, subscribe if you want to learn how I built my custom 3D printer, how I got my custom airsoft rifles and my airsoft pistol modifications, how I made my skateboards waterproof, my retro gaming Xbox 360 RGH builds, how I made a DIY security system for my whole house, my server builds, my electric guitar builds, VR gameplay, building an electric scooter, building an electric snow bike, and that's pretty much just off the top of my head. So if any of that interests you, even a little, you know where that big red button is. And yeah, I'll see you soon.